Hello, everybody. Happy almost Christmas. Oh, I need to do something. Hold on just a moment here. I can't have an almost Christmas feed without being prepared. So, let me get a drink too. Hello, everyone. And I'm sorry for any of the people that I wasn't here Thursday. I ran out of steam and my eye was bothering me. And I thought, oh, gee, if my eye is bothering me, how am I going to put on mascara? And honestly, I think it came from the mascara. So here we go. Is this nice? Hi. Merry almost Christmas. How's this? Is this going to drive you crazy? But happy almost Christmas. So, who is here? Let me put on my eyes. It is so good to be here with you today. It is chilly down here. So, oops, I think I need to clean my lenses. Hold on. But hello, everybody. Yeah, I saw this necklace at the dollar store. And you know me, I had to have it. I believe in buying nice jewelry, let me tell you. Isn't that precious? I just think that is so cute. So anyway, so this morning I finished my kitchen tile as it took me this long. As far as I can go. I need to order 2 more boxes. But anyway, I will get that ordered and get it in, and then I'll show you the final results. It really is nice. So then I came down here and I thought, okay, we're decorating glass ornaments today. And then I just about finished my last 2 Santas. Well, my first 2 Santas. I've got 2 more to make. And but I've just about finished, and I'm going to show them to you. And so what I'm doing right now, this is an ornament. It's a real, no, this one's a plastic one. Okay, I've got a glass one and a plastic one. This one has good old gel glue because it turns clear. And I put glitter in it. And what I'm doing is I'm rolling it around. I put a little bit of water in the glue to make it a little more flowing. And then I put a bunch of glitter in the glue. And I'm rolling it around the inside of the ball. And after I roll it around pretty good, I turn it upside down and put it on this cup. And that way the excess will drain out. And then I let it sit for a bit. And then I pour the glitter glue back in the ornament, hoping by this time it will have partially dried. Can you tell this one's got a fuchsia pink glitter in it? So now I'm going to roll this around one more little bit and then pour this, let this go back in the cup. And these little cups that probably came off the top of a detergent bottle, it fits perfectly, and then I set it there and let it drain. So I just had to mess with those, so I'll show you that. But let me talk about you and see how you're doing. Went to the doctor yesterday, and my A1C is down in the 6s. Hasn't been there in 2 years. And my cholesterols and stuff are really good. And my blood pressure was the lowest ever at a doctor's visit. So I'm happy. But I also wanted to thank you because I honestly believe I'm so happy having y'all in my family and my Deb community. And I think that y'all give me a lot of happiness, and I stay busier, I do more. And so I wanted to thank you. Just know I'm working hard, getting healthier and healthier for the new year. So I go in for my physical in 4 months, and I'm going to prove to her, I'm going to go in, I'm going to have lost weight, everything. So I am ready. So anyway, all right. So, oh, Nadine is here. Yes. Do you like my Christmas style? I've got my sparkly shirt. I've got a Christmas brooch and my necklace. Oh, and look at this one. Isn't that isn't that just blingy all over? I've got some great pictures to show you, so hang around for that. And two of my quilts upside. Mark moved the quilt stand and it's blocking Miss Cheryl's quilt that I love so much. But I wanted to show you the Christmas wreath is from a pattern called a mandala quilt, and it just means a circle of life. And it's got a rigid bow that I put on that. And then my front door Christmas Santa, which I don't use on the door anymore because I like looking out at the little pond across the street. But there's my cute little Santa quilt that I made some years ago. My Grinch is upstairs now, hanging in my living room. And don't tell anybody, but Mark bought us, because I'm going to have all my kids and grandkids here. And Mark bought us Grinch t-shirts. He has the Grinch. And I have Cindy Lou Who. So I can't wait. I hope my kids get a kick out of it. But don't tell them because it's going to be a surprise. All right. So, yeah, how is Nadine feeling? We know I'm better now. Oh, thank you, Sonia. It is such a job. And, you know, it's just my, honestly, my metabolism, it just wants to weigh what it wants to weigh. But unfortunately, I can't carry this weight around anymore. You know how that is. So anyway, but I've got my Myrtle Beach quilt party coming in January. And then I'm going down Sonia's way, and going to go to the, it's a new, what is their name now? It starts with the M and they're from Pennsylvania, Philly. But I'm going to the new Greenville, South Carolina quilt symposium and show. Mancuso. Mancuso has a new venue. I love Mancuso shows. They have a new venue, and I've got some great teachers that I'm going to take from. So I need to work out, and get exercise. I told my doctor I'm almost ready to start walking. I have to kind of, I have to think about it for a while. So how is everyone? I miss sewing. I tell you what, this kitchen ended up taking another week because I did a great product. If you've ever want to put a backsplash in, but you don't know how or want to deal with ceramic tile, it's the peel and stick, and I think it's made of silicone. That stuff is great. But unless you really want to put together a huge jigsaw puzzle, you might not want to get the herringbone. If I had done the running bond, like, the small subway tiles, I'd have been done. You made 17 dozen chocolate chip cookies, Vicki? Oh my gosh. Oh, Vicki, with your peanut butter cookies, do you put a kissy in the center? I am getting ready. Oh, I wish I'd brought my list down. I've decided, probably for my last time, I love that Vicki's made all that. For my last time, I'm going to do the full out, nonstop, old-fashioned Christmas that I used to do when the kids were little. Because, my kids and grandkids are coming. And I have new pictures of Russell to show you, too. And I'm so excited to show you. He's sitting on Santa's lap. I want you to guess, does he cry with Santa? Does he not cry with Santa? Does he try to get down off Santa's lap? So be thinking about that, and I'll show you what he did. So, but yes, I make peanut butter cookies, and I leave them in a ball and put them in the pan for like 8 minutes, and then pull them out and stick a kissy, peel the aluminum off, peeled kissy, squish them right in the center. Oh, they're so good. My kids love those. But I'm making puppy tails, which is like a pecan shortbread cookie. and they're in the shape of a puppy tail and covered in white powdered sugar. I'm making those, the peanut butter kissy cookies, fudge, cheese wafers, which is like a cheese straw but in a cookie, some Carol lace cookies, and they're hard to make, so I better be careful. And I'm making a chocolate pound cake. I'm making apple dumplings, which are like, but I bake them. I don't have, some people put the sauce in them and then bake them, but I bake them and then you can pour the sauce over them like a vanilla sauce. I'm making, oh gosh, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, cheese logs, the cheese and cream cheese rolled in pecans. Then we're doing a turkey and a ham and dressing and mashed potatoes and wild rice and candied sweet potatoes and green beans and corn and cranberry gelatin salad and Watergate salad and homemade sourdough rolls. And then the next day, I'm not getting out of bed. Well, this year, I haven't done this in years. And so, but this year's special. I said, as I get older, I'm not going to want to do all this. And the grandkids, my oldest grandchild's 15. So they're going to be going off and doing things. And I thought this year I want to do a traditional Christmas. So I'm going all out. So you do, Vicki, you do the whole meal. You are too good, darling. I normally get too tired, and Mark's not a big Christmas guy, but I got to tell you, he is going out of his way to make it a nice Christmas. And he knows that, I think he's happy that I'm willing to put a period at the end of this sentence this year. So, but he's helping me go all out, and I couldn't thank him enough. So, prime rib. Mark did that one time before he met me. He said he had a prime rib oh man, that sounds nice. I have never had that. And I wanted to tell Nadine, that porch is heaven. You have such a good man to make that porch for you. It's the prettiest porch I've ever seen. And I can just see you sitting out there with lemonade or iced tea in the summer, watching the sunset, hearing your animals, your chickens and all. I mean, Nadine, it couldn't be nicer, sweetheart. That's wonderful. I thought that the angle of the brackets, that the fact that they were curved, oh my gosh. So, honey, that's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. I love it. I love it. And I love it, the fact that he made it. And I don't know what kind of wood that is. Over here, if we were making it, we would probably use treated pine. And it has kind of a greenish look. But the wood he used is beautiful. And I guess after time, do you put paint or a stain or something on it? But it is absolutely beautiful. And I tell you what, you wait today. The exciting pictures I have to show you. Deborah Donnell sent pictures of her house decorated for Christmas. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. They built it themselves. They got married, and he built just a box to start out with, and then cash only. They built the house a section at a time. Wait till you see her home. It's lovely. And I was like, it is so pretty. And I thought it was an antique home because it's got those special touches that really make it pretty. So we've got some exciting things to show you. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I was trying to grab all of the pictures, and I might not have gotten, I don't think I got the rest of Diana Wright's pictures from her travels. So if I didn't get them this time, I'll make sure to do it our next one. Write down on your calendar that we're We're not going to do a live stream next week because that's when all my kids and grandkids are going to be here. So no live stream on I believe it'll be the 29th. So we're not going to do it. But I was thinking of doing a New Year's Day. For any of y'all, like Mark and I, we don't go out New Year's Eve. That's too much work. We're doing good if we stay awake for midnight. But I thought I would get together and we'll do some sewing, kind of low key. Bring your sewing, sit in front of your sewing machine, and that would be really, really nice. Oh, it's Siberian larch. Gosh, it's beautiful wood. Just beautiful. Anyway, I tell you what, how do I say this carefully? If things don't get better here, I am moving over and becoming a neighbor of Nadine because her place is beautiful and she seems to have such a great life. And I'm thinking I'll bail out here and I'm going to Nadine's. So Nadine, be looking for a farmhouse near you, hon. So, oh, poor thing. She'd like, no, you don't have to move near me. So anyway, so let's see what else y'all are saying. Oh, prime ribs. Gosh, that sounds good. It's a big piece of meat and it's so tender and good. And you have with it what they call au jus, which is kind of like cooking juices that you pour over it. Oh, it's so good. But Teresa, it is so good to see you. Oh my gosh, and it's so nice to have Diana right back. We were missing her. You'll notice that Susan is not here and Nikki Phipps, they're not here today. They went away for Christmas and to celebrate Susan and Rick's anniversary. So happy anniversary and Merry Christmas. And I was hoping we'd see our Bonnie, but maybe she's busy today. I'm sorry I haven't been checking much on the website. I do apologize. I've been very, very busy. But, okay, we would have a great time. You take me out to the river, Nadine, and I'll be happy as a clam. That river is beautiful. Oh, you have a neighbor have lights like Las Vegas. Oh, that is so cute. They love their holiday, don't they? What was I just going to look for? Oh, well, I'll figure it out. Okay, so I wanted to show you a couple things. Last year, I showed y'all this. And let me see. I took some really cute Christmas fabric. Because, I look at Christmas fabric and wonder what else I can do with it. And I've made ornaments out of them, made cards out of them. Well, last year I cut the Christmas fabric and then using cardstock made a gift tag out of them. So let me see. And I just glued the fabric on. And then on the back, I'll write who it's for and who it's from. Let me see some more. Here is Little Gingerbread Man. So anyway, I found these the other day. I had forgotten I had them. So I'm going to take them upstairs because I'm still wrapping our Christmas presents. Oh, that's okay, Patricia Fry. You got to talk to your daughter first. I understand. Don't worry. So there was something else I was going to... Oh, okay. I know now what I was going to show you. This is a little elf named Susan and a little elf named Nikki sent me a couple things, and I wanted to show you. And, she didn't have to do this. This is so sweet. So Susan must have made this folded fabric Christmas tree, and look at the cute little ornaments on it. And a little wooden button for the trunk. Isn't that sweet? And then, I don't know if it was Nikki or what, but somebody made an origami Christmas pouch. And in it, I found some of these great button sets because you know me, I love making badges and all that stuff with them. So I will definitely enjoy that. And then I noticed she had some gorgeous, gorgeous radiance. This is wonderful for landscapes and my art quilts. And then she sent something that made me boo-hoo, because I've never seen one of these. I've never had one of these. She sent me a charm pack of Jenny Beyer jewel tones. My favorite colors are jewel tones. She sent me a charm pack. Isn't that wonderful? So y'all don't have to do this. Just know I love you and you give me more than I could ever imagine. But I just thought I would show you that. And just, so I wrote her an email and told her, you got me, girlfriend. You got me. So thank you, Miss Susan, in case you get a chance to watch this for Christmas. It was awfully sweet. So now let me show you. Remember last week, I was making these crescent Santa wreaths. And I started a second one when I was here with y'all. Now I need to add a little bit more around his facial beard. And then I went to the dollar store and got some more bells so I can hang the bell there. So that's 2 down, 1 for me, and then I want to make 1 for each child. Easy peasy. Thank you to Sherry on Sissy Can Make It, or Sissy Can Do It Crafts, where I first saw this and got the idea, and she gave me permission. But, you know, aren't they the cutest things? Aren't they just precious? So I love them, and I'm going to make 2 more before. I'll give you a secret. I'm going over to my daughter's with Charlotte and Evan, my grandchildren. I'm going over her house on Christmas Day. But luckily, my kids and grandkids are going to come over Sunday. So I have a little extra time to work some things in. So anyway, but last week on last Sunday's feed, I made the Crescent Santa wreath. So if you weren't here for it and you'd like to try it, I made them with under an hour. It was so easy. Mm-hmm. So, and using scraps of batting and scraps of fabric. I didn't buy anything except the wreath. And the wreath, oh, poo. I don't have the wreath near enough by, but it's just one of these. It's a wire. I got them from the dollar store, and they have, they're normally a full circle, and we just cut part of it off. And they're like 4 wires that run around. And, oh, poo, I was going to try to remember to show you the wreath I made with scrap strips. I didn't find, it's upstairs in some of my Christmas decorations. I haven't decorated yet, but I will get to it. So I'll just save it, and when New Year's Day, I'll show it to you. Tiffany's Quilting Life. Hello, hon. How are you? Oh, there's Jody. Wait till I show you her latest landscape quilt. I'll give you a hint. It has a lighthouse. You wait. This girl's something, and she is gifted with showing you light and shadow. So I have her picture to show too. Welcome, Tiffany. We are so glad to have you here. I don't know if Tiffany saw, so I'll show it again. Last week on our Sunday live stream, we made the Crescent Santa wreath with a wreath form from the dollar store, and all of these little things I had in packages. And in fact, his glasses are just a piece of gold cording. You know, they're soft. They're not stiff metal. Where is his eyeball? Whoops. Yeah, just soft cording. And these are batting scraps that I cut into narrow strips and tied them onto the wreath form. Let me see if you can see. But I put a shout out to Sherry at Susie Can Do It. on her YouTube channel. She's a crafter and very talented lady, and I thank her so much. So, all right, trying to be okay, but getting ready to nap. Oh, yeah, this time of year wears you out, doesn't it? So, oh, it's so good to see everybody. Let's look over here at these Christmas ornaments because honestly, yes, I have plenty of things, quilts I could be working on, but I don't think I'll have time to finish them before Christmas, but I can do some wreaths. So I went to the dollar store the other day and found this and found this, and this came off. And so he started throwing it away, and I said, no, I want that. I take these apart and use them in other ways. So he laughed and got it back out of the trash for me. So I already showed you these, and this is just where I've right now just put clear glitter. And I've got to decide if I'm going to use this to stick lights in, if I want any other colored glitter, but I'm going to let it dry and then take and pour some of this glitter back in. And this was just taking Elmer's gel glue, thinning it with a little water, mixing glitter in, and you'll see I have a bunch in here. So I'm going to let these dry for a moment, and then while they're drying, because I want to put some more of this, coat them again so that they're really glittery. In my world, you can't have too much of most things. So anyway, so what I'm going to work on right now is I have some of these ornaments, and I've had these a couple of years. Oh, I'll show you something that didn't work out so good. This little ball, this is a glass ball, and I thought, you know, you can pour acrylic paint in, swish it around, then drain it. I thought, what would happen if I took a can of spray paint and sprayed it in it? Well, I don't think it worked out all that good because you really need it to move around. I was hoping that the vapors would disperse evenly. They didn't. So what I did, so I don't totally ruin this, is just put some stickers on. For right now, that's as far as I'm going to go with that. I might do something different later. But I went to the dollar store and bought a bunch of these. I feel like the camera's scooted in. Let me see if I can scoot. No. Okay, that's as far out. Okay. But I bought some of these, and I've got those, and then I've got fake snow, glitter, ribbons, everything you could want right there. I got some water here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that a little later on. Let me put these bells out of the way. But I had bought these from A.C. Moore's probably a year or two ago, and these little plastic ornaments with the opening. So what I want to do is take out, I was hoping I could find my plaster. I have some dry plaster of Paris, like a milk jug of it. You mix it with water, and I wanted to find that. And, but I don't know where it is. So I got this air dry clay, and I'm going to take and mix it up really good. I'm so glad seeing y'all talking. Oh, yeah, where are those lights? Let's bring those lights out here. There we go. And anyway, so I'm going to take this clay because I want it to stand stuff up on, and I'm going to put it down in the bottom. And you could get any air dry clay or plaster of Paris. And then I'm going to take and put this, squeeze it down into it. But I've got to decide, what do I want to do to decorate the inside of the ball? And this is where I'm thinking I will use some of the glue and the glitter. I'm trying to figure out, and I've even got Where is it? I've got acrylic paint, and I might use that. Where did I do? But I have miniature trees, little tiny ones. So, and then remember I had these are the nonpareils like you use for cooking. I thought with my hot glue gun, I could glue these on some of the miniature trees. And boy, I have all sizes of miniature trees. Like, see these? I've been collecting this stuff for years because I knew I wanted to do it. But I'm thinking I might use the acrylic paint to coat the inside. Now I better shake it good first. So how is everybody? Whoops. Ah. Oh my gosh. No, I don't think I will do a quilt live on. No way. Way to go for her. I mean, that's just wonderful. But I'm not sure it's something that I want to do. But good for her. All right, so I mixed the paint up, this acrylic paint. And what I'm going to do is roll it around so it covers. See, it does such a good job of covering. Because I want a background for these knitted ornaments. I want a background, and then I can put glitter or fake snow, make it look, that's what I'll do. I'll use some glitter that makes it look like snow. But I just roll this around until it's really coated, and then I will drain it over this little cup. And so it's kind of nice to have these plastic ornaments with the hole cut in the middle. It sure does make getting to them. But you see how you do it, just kind of rolling it around. Because I know you've probably seen these things and thought, well, what do I do with that? And I always think, oh, I'm sure I got a great idea. And then when I actually start to do it, it doesn't quite come out right. And then around the edge, I can take and put greenery or whatever, or just, in fact, I picked up some of these tubes of puffy paint, these, glitter red, clear glitter, and I could always just do a thick bead of that around the edge. Now, if you were a scrapbooker, then you can take embossing stamps and embossing ink and stamp the outside of these or around the edge and then put some of the embossing glitter on, and very carefully using the heat gun get that embossing glitter to work. But you'd have to be very careful because with these being plastic, I know you have to get the embossing activated. But now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to set this ball on top of my other daughter's ornament. And if I have time, I would like to make an ornament for my son and his wife, but I have to use polyclay and make a violin and drumsticks. So I was hoping along my way I would see miniatures of that kind of stuff, but I didn't find it. So I'm just about done rolling this paint all around the edge. And what's nice is you just let gravity and the fluidity of paint. See how wonderful it works? So now that it's covered the edge, then I'll just carefully set these together, and the one will drain into the other. There it goes. Now let me grab some tape so I can tape them together. Whoops. Whoops. Well, let me just put it on top of this cup. It was making it a little difficult. Mark was so cute. He said, make sure you do not get any of this craft stuff on your camera. I said, I will, I promise. He and I are going to go out and see a movie tonight. We have worked so hard lately. I said, we've got to have some fun. I'm sorry, but we've got to have some fun. Hold on. He brought me an entire roll of paper towels down just to make sure I didn't get anything on the camera. So y'all have to tell him I'm being real good. All right. So now I'm going to set this out of the way and let it finish draining and then drying. So you won't get to see me finish this one. But then I found a cute little motorcycle that I had bought. And I'm going to make one of these for Mark too. So I thought that was kind of cute. So I will be coating the back of that one as well. Let me cover up my paint though. All right. Now, so that's, I'm going to be using this modeling clay to stick. I even have a little sewing machine in this. So, but I've got to put the modeling clay in after the paint dries, and I've got the glitter on the back of it. Then I'll put the modeling clay in and stick the motorcycle into it and let it dry. And then I'll put, a little Christmas tree in it and decorate that. So let me move these out of the way. And I just realized, so when I was at the dollar store, I found these little stickers, and I have 2 batches of them. And I thought, if I run out of ideas, stick those on the glass balls, and I've got an ornament. I need to put this clay back. In fact, you won't believe this. This is one of the things I wanted for Christmas that I bought myself for Christmas. And I'm having to use it, but it's for a good cause. All right. So let me get those things out of the way. And I've got some glass balls that don't have a side opening. So I'm going to have to very carefully, whoa, I just knocked one of these over. Let me get it draining good again. So I'm going to try very carefully to put some things down in the bottom here, to use a chopstick and put the clay in and decorate it. But because I've got all these trees and I want to make a little winter scene, that's what I'm going to do with all of these babies. But now I want to show you something. I was watching my granddaughter she is a wonderful fingernail decorating artist. And it made me think of what she did for Christmas. For Easter. For Easter, I'm going to raise this up a little bit and then tilt this down a little bit. Okay. For Easter, she decorated some eggs with nail polish. And I thought that was awesome. So what I'm doing, let me move some things out of the way because I want you to really be able to see this. I don't know if it'll work, but we're going to try it live right here. All right, put that back over there. All right, what I've got is this tub of just room temperature water. And I went to the dollar store and bought all these cheap bottles of nail polish. And I remember that she had to drop the nail polish by drops, but do it close to the water, because if you drop it from too high up, it will sink, and you want it to sit on top of the water. So I'm going to do I'm going to do these drops of nail polish, and they will start to spread out. But see how you just barely let them drip down onto the water. Okay, let me put a couple more in. Whoops. Oh. You have to kind of be patient because it doesn't always want to come right off the nail polish remover. I mean the little brush. Okay, let's see. And now I'm going to take this gorgeous dark teal and I'm going to put some of that in there. I just kind of used Christmassy colors. Now, I did happen to know, I think she told me that glitter nail polishes can kind of push the other colors out of the way. So I'm going to have to be careful. And see, because if it pushes the other colors out of the way too much, that's not going to be good. But I'm just making some really pretty, cut different colors I like. All right, let me get this glass ball back out and clean it from any hand oils because I'm really hoping that the nail polish will adhere to that ball. And then let me shake it real good. Okay, now I've got some of this burgundy color. And I promise once the holidays are over, we'll get back to quilting. I don't know about you, but I enjoy crafting as much as quilting. And this time of year, oh, that's what's on my mind is what can I make to give people for Christmas? Because I love a homemade gift. I've always given out my cheese logs rolled in pecans, and I've assumed that people liked them. I don't know. That's what they got. What they did with them, who knows? But it gave me a lot of joy to make something to give. Okay, now I'm going to put some of this metallic. It's not glitter, so I'm hoping, oh good, okay, it's not causing a problem that I can see. But if this works, it would be really cool because it's just nail polish and some water. And it sits right up on top of the water as long as you don't drop it from too high above. All right, so now what I'm going to do, and this is the glitter one, so we'll try that later. But I'm going to take a skewer, and hopefully you can see in well enough. I'm going to take the skewer. Now, I have to be careful because that color wants to sit. Oh, no. Oh, guess what? Took me too long to get the color on there. All right, so I'm going to get this out. As I told you, I'm just figuring this out. She made it look so easy with the eggs at Easter. Let's try this again. I'll try to be a little quicker this time because the polish dried up. Okay, I'm just pouring it on the surface. Okay, I'm going to try silver and blue. Let me just go with two colors and see if pouring it out would work. All right, I like this. Okay, so now I don't know if that's enough. Let me add a little bit more because I really do want to put a lot of it on the ornament. I want most of the ornament to be covered with it. All right. Now blue. It's just so much fun that people figure out what crafts you can do with things that you have around the house. All right, ready? Here we go. Now I'm going to dip this in and go all the way down. Oh, look. That is beautiful. Okay, and what I'm going to end up doing is later on trying to find a way to dip it. But see how when you dip it like that, you get swirls. And what I'm going to do once this is dry, then I'm going to pour some of that white paint inside and spin it, and that'll make these colors pop even more. Okay? I want to do another one. My hope is to always give you ideas. I want this to dry pretty quickly so I can set it down. But I love that teal and silver. All right. So now I want to use different colors. I put it back in that case. All right. So now I'm going to use some of this burgundy. Let's see what I can get from this. Okay. All right. I'm going to try to see if I wiggle the water a little bit, that might help mix it. All right, here we're going. We're going in for the dip. Huh. This one I think is going to need a second dip. Kind of like it, but I think it's going to need a second dip. I wonder how long it... Oh, wow. It's most of the way dry by the time it comes out. I think I'll do one more, and that'll be enough for today. Okay, let me stick this in here to dry. All right, I'm going to now, let me grab all these bits from the edge. This is harder than I thought it would be. My granddaughter made it look so easy. You know how kids do with computers and everything. They make it look so easy. Okay. Whoops. A big drop came out and fell down to the bottom. Okay. All right. I'm finding if I swirl it, since I can't marble it, swirl it when I drop it. And here I go with this ball. Let me make sure it's relatively clean so it'll stick good. It did good, but I didn't get any on this side, so I will end up having to do these twice. Whew! I tell you what, all that nail polish is strong. So anyway, let me show you what this looks like. So here are the 3 that I've done, and I like them. In fact, you know what? Until after I pop this in. All right, almost there. These stickers don't like coming off as good as they went on. That's good to know. They stick well. You have to really pull them to get them off. All right. So this one already has that can of spray paint on it. So now I'm going to do that's really pretty nail polish. I might like to put that on my fingers. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here I go. Oh my gosh. Now I have found the trick to doing this. You put the color on the inside, then dip. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. So it does make a difference if you have painted the inside of the walls. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. All right. So I think that does a pretty good job of saving what was an ugly ball. Okay, so it's going to sit here and dry. All right. So now I'll let this, now this is drained really well, I will let this dry. Let me get this pail of water out of the way. That's enough for that experiment right now. Let me clean my hands. Okay. I'm so glad Mark gave me these paper towels. I think he does know me pretty well. He knows that. Oh, let's see what Deb gets into. All right. Cleaning myself up here. So I hope that you each are going to get something good for Christmas. Because you know what? If we don't do Santa for ourselves, we might not get any. And we all deserve some Santa time. We all deserve that. All right. So now, I wish this were dry. I've got to wait until this dries. And then now you see that it's got the acrylic paint in it. When this goes in and whatever, oh, you know what? It's a good time to put the glitter in here. So let me see. I think I'm going to use some regular snow looking glitter. Let me get this cup out of the way. So what I'm going to do is drop this in. You want to do this while the paint is wet and roll it all around. I wish I had already done one of these for you before today, because then I could go ahead and finish up the last part of it. But sadly, that kitchen has just eaten up so much time, and we had to finish it today because I have to start my cooking and baking tomorrow. And I had no choice but to finish it. All right, so now let me, oh, there you go. Can you see the glitter in behind it? So, what I'm going to do now is take and bring the extra glitter out. Really didn't have any extra glitter, so that's really good. But now I've got like a little winter wonderland. I'm wondering what happens if I try to paint this on this little ball. I think for Mark's bike, I've got to decide what color to paint the outside. Maybe I'll do a red. So let me go grab some red paint. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, I've got some red paint here. Let's try, I'll shake it up really good. Let me try putting red paint in his. Okay. Trying to think of his favorite colors. He loves red, black, silver. Those kind of man colors, you know. So I've got to squeeze enough in here that I can try to roll it around good. And you just take and roll it around. So how's everybody doing? Oh, you've got red nails now. That's cool. That is awesome. I'm so impatient. I want to let me pour a little. Whoa. I have a hair dryer, so I'm going to try, as soon as I get these, I'm going to try to speed up the drying with a hair dryer. This is kind of fun, rolling this paint around. So, who has Irish red hair? You've got a lot of hair, Miss Diana Wright. And that picture of you, Diana, sitting in the stone was the cutest thing in the world. Gosh, I love that. I'm so glad you and Marty had that time together. Isn't it wonderful to get away? It just renews your love of your marriage, of each other. There is a blob of paint. I've had some of these paints 20 years, so it's not surprising some of them have little blobs in them. Oh, darn. I need to cut this tag off. It's getting me in trouble. Okay. Oh, wow. I put a little of that nail polish in and look, it's showing through. And I want to use some silver glitter for him. So I'm getting some silver glitter. Oh, you got so sick. This takes a little while. I might add some more paint and speed this up. Now I kind of wish I had done more of that nail polish. That looks awesome. Gives it just a little swirl. Okay, I think I'm just about fully covered. Come on. It's kind of nice to know it will. Because what I'll do is then while I'm draining this one, I will show you the photos. I'm so excited to show you those photos. So almost. You know what they say about watched pots? They just never boil. I probably can take this skewer and push some of the paint in different places. Yeah, get it up close here. But yeah, this is working. Just take a skewer, put the paint where you want it. Okay, so now I just have to fill in this last little bit over here. I am so impatient. All right, now I'm going to sit this here and let it dry. And let's go look at some photos. All right. I got stuff drying everywhere. All right. Okay. Get all this stuff moved around. Okay. Let me turn this light off. And let's see. I'll be right. Let me grab my photos. Okay. Here we go. This is so cute. These, Akko sent these to the group, and she made the cutest socks. Whoops, this takes too long. Hold on. Let me bring this up. Come on, computer. Computer's slow today. Well, it might be acting up on me. Come on. Here we are. Look at these great socks she made for herself. They look so comfortable. Look at these. Doesn't that look comfortable? And then wait till you see this cute picture. I love it. She's making sure they're right as she's knitting them. Isn't that the cutest? I love that. And then her guinea pigs. I just love Akko and her guinea pigs. Aren't they the happiest guinea pigs? They live really well. In fact, you could say they live high on the hog. Get it? Guinea pigs. Oh, well. Wasn't that good of a joke, but I tried. All right. So now I'm going to close this out and go to another folder. Here's Bonnie's folder. And we have, is this the cutest snowman quilt that she made? Oh my gosh, I love that. They're all peeking in like, what you doing? What you doing? I just think that is precious. I love it. All right, in her next picture, she is a reindeer dressed in a reindeer outfit. I mean, how cute is that? Way to go, Miss Bonnie. I knew she had to be somewhere near Santa because she's our Queen Elfkin. And here is another cute thing that she made. Oops, let me enlarge it. Isn't that the cutest? And she does love being one of Santa's elves. She's so good at it. Okay, I'll bring this back down. Okay, and then I'll go to another folder. Deborah Donnell, get ready to see her beautiful home. Oh, here are some snowmen. She has made snowmen for years. She makes them all just a little different, gives them to friends. Are those the cutest things? Oh my gosh, I love them. They are just precious. How sweet of her. I went to my doctor's appointment yesterday, and one of the people in the office had made everyone a gnome, and they were just wonderful. They were the cutest things. Isn't that cute? Gosh, I love that. That's a coffee mug rug. So mug rug. So how cute. I am really crazy about snowmen. I just love them. Okay, here is a centerpiece she made, Absolutely beautiful. I bet you she got that greenery from nearby woods. Just beautiful. Okay, let me shrink this so I can move on. Beautiful big wreath. Isn't that lovely? Okay. And this home, don't forget, when you're seeing these pictures, her and her husband built this home over the years of their marriage as they could afford it. And it is gorgeous. I love that home. It's a real pretty granite countertop. It's just beautiful. And I love that decoration right there. But I love the color of her cabinets. Just beautiful. Okay. Here is another decoration. She's got a lot of decorations. They're just lovely. Look at all of her angels, Santas. Christmas can be such a joyful time. It can be a hard time for some people, but it can also be a joyful time. Look at this big, looks like maybe a partial bay window or bow window with this tree. All the beautiful things in it. And look at the snow. Remember, she's up in Maine. We haven't seen any snow yet. I'm not rushing it. Don't worry. It can't snow when I have something to do, because around here everything closes in the snow. Look at her old Santas. They're so cute. And the snowman pillows on her couch. Her house is a winter wonderland. That's wonderful. And look at this arrangement on her coffee table. I love her snow globe. I am a real lover of snow globe. And she's got reindeer and, a glass cloche over a tree right here. That's just beautiful. Nice pieces. I love stuff like this too. Just beautiful. Okay, let's see. And this must be a hutch. She's got snowmen everywhere, snowmen. And that's one thing I think I love about Christmas too, is you can collect things over the years. I know that my kids used to look forward to the same decorations coming out year after year. Here's a beautiful nativity scene. And I tell you what, don't the real trees or the real pine boughs, they smell so good. They fill a house with the beautiful smell of Christmas. Look at her sunroom. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's a lovely big tree. Beautiful, beautiful. I'd love to sit in that sunroom and have a cup of coffee with her. Well, I don't like coffee. I'll have hot tea. She can have the coffee. I love the smell of coffee, just never like the taste. And a look at the color of her sunroom ceiling with the beadboard. Beautiful. That's why I thought her house might have been historic, because it had some lovely touches. But they built that in. I think that's amazing. This is over the doorway leading back to the house. Oh, that is so sweet. Just lovely. So anyway, one day I'm going to have to go visit Miss Deborah. And I guess I should go at Christmas, shouldn't I? Look at that. Winterberry and a reindeer, and looks like a cross-stitch Santa. Beautiful. Now it makes me want to get busy and decorate my house. Everything is sitting there. It's just I haven't had time to finish it. I'll probably be the last one here who has any decorations up. Thank you, Deborah. That was absolutely lovely to see. Feel free if you want to send your photos. We would love to see what you're doing, your vacation, your quilting. Now isn't this beautiful? This is an Edita Sitar quilt that Diane's working on. Just beautiful. Pineapple Fabrics has been having her fabrics on sale. Makes me want to go buy some, because I am really becoming a fan now that Diana and Nadine have introduced me to her. I really admire her work and her colors, and just beautiful. I love the colors and how they fade. And it's like they fade in and out. It's just beautiful. Good job, Diana hon. And I'm sorry I missed the other pictures of your vacation. I will try to find those. And here, I just wanted to show again, since some people weren't here, that Diane 57 has been a flannel blanket making superhero. That's amazing how much work she has gotten done. Okay, I'll go back to here. And, this is, Jamie was so excited. She got her first Jenny Beyer book. And what a good one, too. This is the Color Confidence for Quilters. And she got a great deal on that. And that book will really help her. I was tickled. Anything Jenny Beyer makes my heart happy. And Jody, I hope you're still here, because I'm going to show them your beautiful. This is her landscape. And what I was really impressed with is she put fabric down for the shadow, and look at how she got the bright for the sun, the light areas showing the light on these trees. I'm so impressed. Now, you think that's good? Wait till you see this. Look at what she has done. She has a lighthouse. Look at this. Isn't that cool? And she has been working on her thread painting. I am so impressed, girl. I'm very, very impressed. Look at those tiny little pieces. Isn't that amazing? Way to go, Miss Jody. It is looking beautiful, sweetheart. Just beautiful. Way to go, hon. So I'm so glad she's with us now. I tell you what, each one of you who belongs to this group really helps my heart to sing. Now, this is Maureen sent this, and it was evidently part of a Christmas table cover that a bunch of people signed, and I just think it's beautiful. So let me turn all these, show them to you. But, when you have stuff that's been signed or made by people, it means so very much. Okay. Isn't that nice? 2004, 09. I just love that. I didn't catch exactly what it was, but it makes me think maybe it's like a table covering and there are people who come to visit sign it. But that is just lovely. Oh, and look, the child wrote the year backwards, like they sometimes do. Katie wrote 2005 backwards. That is so cute. I love that. All right. Now let's see where we're going this time. Nadine, now y'all want to see a beautiful porch? Look at this gorgeous porch. Oh my gosh. It is amazing. It is very beautiful. I can just picture sitting out with lemonade and watching. She said that faces west, so you can watch the sunset. How awesome is that? I was trying to fix my necklace and it's just going bonkers, so I'll show it to you in a minute. All right, let's see. Here we go. Look at this other view of the porch. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And that wood, we don't get wood pretty like that. That is just gorgeous. But that is a splendid porch. And your husband and his friend are so talented. Look through the glass doors, you see the porch. And there is her tuxedo kitty, her Sylvester kitty, resting on that wonderful fleece right there by the door. But isn't that is a beautiful view. Thank you for sharing that, Nadine. All right, I'll go back. And what do we have here? Oh, that was my folder of the Santas where I show you how I save my ideas. Here's Teresa Jukovic's beautiful landscape. So I can't wait to see the next time we work on it. I'll have more pictures to show you. Okay, so now I think the last one is me. And I think I showed you last week, I'm pretty sure I showed you my grandson right here, Evan, at his band concert. That's so sweet. All right, here are Russell photos. So get ready to see my baby. I can't wait to see him. He looks so different. He looks so grown up. He's 8 months old in these pictures, and he looks like he's ready to take on the world. Isn't he something? I told him he'd be walking by 9 months. I want to, by 9 months. So I'm anxious to see how close he is to walking. Isn't he cute? He just loves the world, doesn't he? And he's just looking out the window. It looks like they might have had snow. Maybe that's what he's looking at. He and the kitty. That kitty stays pretty close to him. It's really cute. And here's his official 8-month photo. He is just precious. I'm glad they could keep him laying down long enough to snap it. And here he is in the high chair, and the ever close kitty right there near him. I'm not sure what that face means. Probably hurry up and get my food ready. And here is my grandson, Devin, who lives up in Maryland, holding Mr. Russell. Devin, I think, is a junior in high school. What a fine young man. And here is Russell. Hold on to Daddy's drums. So, you know, Daddy doesn't mind at all if he takes up the drums too, you know. And there he's laying on the floor playing with the bongo drum. The bongo drum's laying down on its side. And then here's my son, his wife, Nikki, and Mr. Russell when they were. Now, do you have your guess of how he reacted when he's put on Santa's lap? Does he cry? Does he look at Santa? Does he struggle to get down? Or is he just okay? So we'll soon get a chance to see. Yes, I love the way he's looking at his mom. Like, what are you doing? So, okay. There he is. And if you can see, he's just staring at Santa, trying to figure out who that Santa is. He's looking at that beard, trying to figure that beard out. What is that? Okay, let's go to the next photo. And there he is. He's fine. I bet you Santa doesn't often hold babies that don't scream. But there he is. I said, now this is not fair. Every child I had did not want to be on Santa's lap, wanted to get down. That's enough. But look at this beautiful deer statue that they have right there. I don't know where they were to get these pictures, but that's a nice. That is a very nice facility. Okay, let's see another picture. I think we're almost done. And look at this. Look at that. Isn't that something? Just like, who are you? The thing that strikes me about this child is he's so trusting. I guess everything in life is pretty good, so he just goes, okay. If I'm supposed to see this, then okay, I'll see it. And here is my beautiful daughter-in-law, Nikki, and evidently they were having a recital for her violin students. I have blocked out the children's faces because I don't believe in putting people on here that I haven't gotten their permission. But I love that she's holding Russell right up there. They're exposing him to everything young, and I think that he's just the most well-adjusted baby. But there was her violin recital students. And here he is sitting right there with them, just smiling. No problem. Life is grand to him, I tell you. All right. That is it for today. And keep sending me your photos because I do love seeing them, getting them. You can either put them on our site. In fact, Susan's not here today because, she's celebrating. Oh, see this? I was trying to turn the lights off because I didn't want to use up the battery. Somehow I turned them on to a bolder flash, but I've got to save them for Christmas Day. All right, now they're on solid. There we go. Because I want to surprise my kids with them too. But anyway, but Susan's not here because she's celebrating her anniversary and Christmas out of town with her family, and I'm very tickled for her. So, but if you would like to join our Yahoo group, please send me an email at ourtimetoquilt@twc.com. So, and I will send you an invitation. Now, let me see. I'm wondering, this might be just about dry enough for me to put the things in it. So I've got my glue gun, and let's get busy. All right. Here we go. Now, I'm going to make this the knitting one for one of my daughters. And I think I'm just going to try putting the hot glue in here and then putting the knitting basket. All right. Let me put this knitting basket in. All right, now I want to do a little decorating of this. So I'm going to get one of these because I'm going to have to get ready to go soon, but I wanted to at least try to finish one of these for you. And I would like to decorate this, and I'm going to put this tree in the back. So I'm going to put some glue on the bottom, hot glue on the bottom of this, and without getting it on my fingers, I'm going to place it right here. So, and then I'm going to add, I've got this little greenery and berries, and I can, and you know what I want to do? I'm going to run a ribbon around. Let me show you what I just thought about doing. I'm going to run a ribbon around the opening here. And then I'm going to take one of these beautiful poinsettias and put it right by the opening. So I'm going to run some hot glue right here. So see, whoops, these really can be so easy to work on. Whoops. All right. And thank you, sweetheart. Have a good Christmas yourself, and I will see you, Nadine, on New Year's Day if you're around and you're not busy. But have a good Christmas with your sweetheart and enjoy that porch. That is an amazing thing. And then New Year's Day, show us what you got for Christmas. We'd love to see it. Okay. Then I'm going to keep going around this opening with glue. And I think I'm going to put 2 layers of ribbon because I've noticed it's a little crinkly. So I might, or I can put a little bit of glitter to kind of cover some of those crinkles. But okay. So I want to find a way to make this look better. The ribbon didn't go around the corners very good. But I'm going to come in here, especially up here, and I'm going to glue this poinsettia on. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you all. My daughter, one of my daughters, loves to watch The Masked Singer, and I hadn't even heard of it. Whoops, let me make sure everything's standing upright. I hadn't even heard of it. But she said, oh, Mom, I love The Masked Singer. I'm going to go in and try to lean this up. But anyway, there it is. And I want to put a big thing of glitter around it to kind of make the ribbon look a little better. But it'll give you at least an idea. So anyway, I'm going to get ready and go too. But I wanted to tell you about this. So my daughter sent a link to The Masked Singer. And she said, see if you know who this guy, the fox, is. I found it interesting, and I was listening to him. He's so talented. And it's these people, some are famous, I think most of them probably are, and they sing, dance, whatever. During the season, they get chosen to move forward to the different shows, and then at the end of the season, one of them's chosen the winner. And oh my gosh, and I'm not going to tell you who it is in case you want to go check it out. But it was so fun, and it turned out to be somebody that I just love to bits. And Mark and I just were so tickled watching it. And when you hear his story, and he's someone who tends to have depression, which I know exactly what that's about. And I suffer with that. Well, not so much. They've got me good counseling and good medication is taking care of the best part of it, the most of it. But anyway, he's so talented. And he said that this being on the show has really been just what he needed. And so you'll have to go check it. Type in on YouTube for The Masked Singer and any of the routines that had to do with the fox. Because his character was in a fox costume the whole season. And then if you get to see the woman who's the lion, that girl's got some talent. And I'll just hint with you, she's got very famous parents. But she's very talented in her own right, probably more talented than both of her parents put together. She's something. So anyway, you might want to check that out. So I think I've talked about a lot today. I wish I'd had more time to get these things done, but I love, look at this. I love planting ideas of things you might want to try. So if I've planted a little seed of an idea, I've got 2 of these, and they're going to become like a snow globe. So you're going to be able to shake them, and the snow will, it won't be in liquid. I'm not putting water in these, but I think it'll be fun at least to shake them. So I'm going to put some of the drying clay in the lid and put the little decorations in there, and then put some fake snow, which I've got a bag of up here, and I'm going to put some fake snow so people can shake it. So thank you all. If you enjoyed this, yes, thank you. Leave a little thumbs up for Deb, and I will be back and well rested New Year's Day. I can promise you. Mark and I've talked about it, between doing this kitchen, renovating the kitchen for 3 weeks, and then now putting on this huge meal for 15 people. We're not going to do anything after that's over. We're just going to sit there. I said, yeah, we'll probably be in the corner drooling because that's how tired we are. Bonnie, hi. Oh, beautiful. You'll have to look back. We talked about our Bonnie and what a great elfkin she is. And so thank you for spending 2019 with me. Please know that you mean more than anything. And I want you to do something real special for yourself. And in fact, in an hour, Mark and I are leaving here. We're going to go to the movie theater. It has recliners. We're going to get a great big tub of popcorn. And we're going to sit back and watch a good movie. Because you know what? We're worth it. We deserve it. And if we don't take care of ourselves, how in the world can we take care of everybody else? So you do the same thing for you, okay? And Bonnie, I love you dearly. Bonnie started helping me from early on in the beginning. I don't think I would be here if it hadn't been for Bonnie's help. She's a very special person. Keep her in your thoughts for this around Christmas time, because I sure do love her. So everybody have a great holiday. I'll see you at 3 p.m. New Year's Day, and that's Eastern Standard Time. And I think I'm just going to sit and sew. I might do handwork. So bring your sewing, and we'll just sit here and talk and sew and kind of talk about, send me pictures of what you got for Christmas, and we'll just sit here and chat. And I won't bring something to really show you that much. We'll just sit and sew together, okay? Well, y'all are the best, and have a very Merry Christmas. You really make my heart sing, so thank you, and do something good for you. Have the very best holiday, whatever your holiday will be. And I don't know if Maureen is, or is it Tanya? Tanya is probably going to be our first in-house guest January 5th. Can't wait. Take good care. Bye, you all. Bye-bye. Take good care. You're the best.